Two women among those injured in Maxfield shooting. Two women are reportedly among the victims injured in Monday's shooting along Tivoli Crescent on Maxfield Avenue. According to police reports, the women, who have since been hospitalized, were traveling in a black Honda HR-V when an armed man approached the vehicle and opened fire. In an attempt to escape, the driver reportedly sped onto Spanish Town Road, where the car collided with a Toyota Probox. The two women were reportedly assisted by police officers who were quick on the scene and transported them to the Kingston Public Hospital. One of the women is said to be in critical condition. It is understood that Monday's shooting is the latest in a string of attacks in the area believed to be the result of an ongoing gang feud. Investigations into the incident are ongoing. Former Tivoli strongman killed downtown. A former strongman from Tivoli Gardens was shot dead by gunmen at a car park at the corner of West and Tower Street in downtown Kingston. He has been identified as 55-year-old Kirk Orlando Francis, otherwise called Judas, a higgler from Whitney Drive in Washington Gardens, St. Andrew. It is reported that around 7:20 a.m., Francis was about to enter his blue 2014 Honda Civic motor vehicle when he was attacked and shot multiple times by an unknown assailant. The gunman fled the scene on a motorcycle. Relatives rushed Francis to hospital, where doctors pronounced him dead. Francis, it is understood, was once a popular figure in Tivoli Gardens and was well known in West Kingston. No motive has yet been established for the killing, the police stated. Ammo found in knapsack during operation in Spanish Town. The Spanish Town police say they seized 13 5.56 mm rounds of ammunition during an operation on St. John's Road, Spanish Town in St. Catherine on Saturday, August 17. Reports are that about 12:10 a.m., lawmen were in the area when a premises was searched. During the search, the ammunition was found hidden in a knapsack at the back of the premises. No one was arrested about the seizure. The investigation is ongoing. Teen charged for bartender's murder in Manchester. Police are reporting that a teenager has been charged with the May 1 murder of a bartender in New Green, Manchester. Charged is Giovanni Muir, 19, a resident of Kendal District in the parish. Police said about 4:30 a.m. on Wednesday an operation was carried out in the Kendal in search of Muir. He was apprehended and later charged. On May 1, Kieran Erie, a bartender, was shot dead at a bar in New Green Square. Police said two armed men entered the bar. One of the armed attackers shot Erie in the face, then stole money and opened fire on another bartender while fleeing the scene. Muir's court date is being arranged. C6 says the region must place greater focus on English and mathematics following declining passes. Chief Executive Officer of the Caribbean Examination Council CXC, Dr. Wayne Wesley, says the region must place greater focus on English and mathematics. His statement follows the Council's report that mathematics and English saw a drop in students' performance in this year's sitting of the Caribbean Secondary Education Certificate CSEC exams. The exams were administered in May and June. Speaking at the ceremony for the official release of the results, he noted, stating that both subjects are fundamental to academic and professional development. According to Dr. Wesley, statistics also show that the number of students who achieve 5 or more subjects, including English and Maths, decline. He said this means that there are fewer students who are able to matriculate to university and that more persons will be underemployed.
English and mathematics are fundamental to learning and functioning in the world today. And let me say, I have no objection, and in fact, it is important for our students to be rounded. But I think it is critical and vitally necessary for us to give greater emphasis on English and mathematics and the competencies to be acquired, because these two subjects are the foundation on which anything else can be acquired or learned or achieved. So we need to give greater emphasis there. When we indicate and do further probing, we recognize that when we make the restriction, 5 subjects, including mathematics and English, that drops to 4 0.9%. What that tells me, or tells us, is that from 2018 to now, every year we have been losing almost 11,500 students on average who will not fully matriculate into university because you need maths and English. You will have 11,500 students who will be underemployed if they are employed, because if you don't have maths and English, employers are going to pay you less. You have students who will require rework. In other words, you have to go and do the program over. You will have students who will not realize their full potential. And most importantly, it is having a negative effect on the economic competitiveness of the region.
Newly elected JTA president calls for review of PEP. Newly Jamaican installed president of the Jamaica Teachers Association JTA, Dr. Mark Simmet, has called for a review of aspects of the primary exit profile PEP examinations. PEP replaced the Grade 6 Achievement Test GSAT as a National Secondary School Placement Test in the 2018-2019 academic year. Minister, I have traversed around this country and I'm tired of the calls from teachers and students with the PEP examination. Some say it is nothing more than GSAT on steroids, and Jamaicans, we don't use steroids, stated Smith. He was delivering the presidential address during the investor service of the 68th annual JTA conference in the presence of Education Minister Favor Williams at the Ocean Coral Spring Hotel in Trelawney Monday night. Smith contended that some aspects of the examination are not age-appropriate and very complex. One fundamental aim focused on reducing stress created by high stakes, since the examination facilitated a one goal. The reality is we have not stretched over 3 years and we're seeing burnout among our children. We are asking you, Education Minister, to listen to us. We are on the ground. We see it, the JTA president argued. He urged the Minister of Education to revise the writing of the exam. Minister, I believe you and your team will take counsel and you will revisit the re-examined that, while we embrace the idea and the concept behind the PEP of promoting greater level of creativity, divergent thinking, and critical thinking, we believe some of the challenges lie in the age appropriateness and complexity of some of the tasks the children are asked to do, he argued. I yearn for a day when our education system will not just create pockets of excellence and a sea of mediocrity, but more move towards embracing every child, having that sense and that opportunity to be everything and everything they can imagine, and inclusive education that does not seek to pick some winners and others as losers, but understand that as human beings, our trajectory to succeed takes different paths, he noted. JLP calls on JPS to immediately roll back major increases in electricity bills. The Jamaica Labour Party JLP is calling on the Jamaica Public Service to immediately roll back the major increase in electricity bills which have been sent to customers during the current billing cycle. In a release on Tuesday, the party says it takes note of the statement by JPS on Monday evening, which cited a temporary increase in its cost of fuel as the reason why major increases have been applied to electricity bills in the current cycle. The party says it does not support the decision by the Light and Power Company to attempt to pass on customers the reported temporary increase in fuel costs allegedly caused by its use of automotive diesel oil in the lead up to Hurricane Beryl. In the circumstances of natural disaster, we are of the view that it is unconscionable and unacceptable to impose such heinous additional costs on people of Jamaica. Enough is enough, commended Jamaica Labour Party spokesperson Kenisha Morrison in the release to the media. Morrison, who is also the Member of Parliament for North East St. Catherine, says report that the JPS has applied the objectionable increase to some customers who have not had electricity for several weeks is particularly disturbing. The JLP spokesperson said the party support efforts by Energy Minister Darrell Voss on behalf of the government is to get the Office of the Utilities of Regulation or to hold the JPS accountable for the questionable major increases in electricity bill. We also support calls for legislative amendment to increase the scope of utility companies in Jamaica to be held at greater account. However, in the meantime, We strongly urge the JPS to exercise good conscience and immediately roll back those announced increases, Morrison stated. Remember to subscribe, like, share, and click the notification bell for daily updates.